Greetings, Commanders. So we have four new ships coming, Power Play 2.0, some kind of secret feature up and coming, and then the means to end the Fargoid War coming up in between Update 18 and subsequent updates. So what are they going to be all about, and what can we realistically expect? Now, granted, we can only speculate as we don't have any insider information about any of this, but there's some hints that some folks have been gathering throughout the game files and our information that can give us some idea of what those might be and what might be coming. Granted, if you don't care for spoilers or if you don't care for speculation, then you probably should stop watching here as the video is not for you. However, if you're interested in a little bit of a glimpse into what potentially could be coming, then that makes the following conversation might be interesting. So let's start with the four ships. We know one of them is the Python Mark II, as that has been shown in the live stream itself. With regards to the other three, we can only guess. A couple of the ships that have made some kind of informal appearance are the Panther Clipper LX, which has been seen in the dialogue of um, NPC pilots for ship launch fighters, and it has been seen also somewhere in the game files. Now, granted, it's no guarantee that the Panther Clipper is going to be one of the other three, but it would make sense considering that there's so much development that happened already around it, at least from what the game files and dialogue appears to hint at. The following one could be the Mamba Light, as the Mamba Light has also a preliminary model that has been included in the game, and there's evidence of work that has been going on with regards to that particular ship. There really isn't much evidence pertaining to what the fourth ship could be, so it's anyone's guess. There are some reference to a dropship Mark II, however, they're very sparse and there's not much that can be said about what that fourth ship could be. We don't know much about PowerPlay 2.0 other than it being a major overhaul, which I think most of us actively look forward to, as there's so much with the current system that is not enjoyable. So, very eager to see what the PowerPlay 2.0 will bring. When it comes to a so called hidden feature, again, we can only speculate, but for those who have been digging through the game files, the one thing that has stood out is the fact that there's been tremendous work surrounding base building, the refactoring of assets pertaining to um, planetary bases, and lots of work arranged around the ability to acquire plots. That would hint that the in the works feature that FDev is so secretly developing is planetary base building. Again, there's no confirmation, and this is not based on anything but an analysis of those who have been looking at the subsequent updates and what kind of work has been going on in the background. And as a result, you should treat this as pure speculation, if what somewhat informed by an analysis of what has been developed in the game. Beyond that feature, the announced updates pertain to being able to end the Fargoid War, and those more clearly than not are pertaining the ability to take on Fargoid Titans directly. The Raiders community goals have talked about a Guardian-derived weapon that will finally be able to take on the Fargoid Titans. What that weapon will be, there really is very little information with regards to what it might be. However, if the past and how the Titan has been handled is any indication, a lot of the mechanics pertaining to the Fargoid Titan resemble those of mining. You have the Fargoid, the Pulsewave Xenoscanner, which is a derivation of a Pulsewave scanner used in asteroid mining, but is used to scan the Titan. You have the missiles, which are used to rescue the pods on the Titan surface, which are a derivation of the subsurface mining missiles. It is not too far fetched that the additional weapon that is expected to come will be a derivation of a seismic charge launcher, which could be used to fire at the vents of the Titan itself to blow them up and block them, and consequently result in Titan overheating and being defeated in that manner, much like much like capital ships operate, sort of. So hard to say if it'll be a seismic launcher, hard to say if it'll be something else, but more likely than not, it'll be something that interacts with the heat vents of the Titan itself and will allow us to block them and defeat the Titan by addressing its weak spot. There's also a reference to some kind of armor to withstand the anti-guardian field that exists in the Maelstrom and in other areas. It is entirely speculative at this point if the armor will be something that is the armor proper of the ship, as in what normally is referred to as lightweight military grade reinforced or the like, which would have an effect on the ship as a whole. Whether this is something that would be one of the hull reinforcement packages, such as the long rumored and actually still present in the game files Meta Alloys hull reinforcement package Mark II, or whether this would be some kind of armor that is specific to the weapons that have been discussed and has no effect on the ship other than the weapon itself. For that, we will have to wait and see. Nevertheless, I think it's fair to say that we're all incredibly excited about Update 18 and what will be forthcoming in the game. We at the Xeno Strike Force are training hard on Maelstrom combat and are getting ready for Titan combat at its finest. So wing up and strike, and glory to mankind, commanders. Commander Meccan, over and out.